Hey y'all, good morning. I don't know where if everybody I think is still hopping on. Hope everybody had a great weekend. I am not on camera today because I'm ran this morning and I look rough. But um anyway, long story short, I hope y'all had a great one. And I want to get on here today. I know we were doing value squared and we're regrouping with win with sellers. So I want to share my screen because we talked about how could we provide value for sellers? And I'm going to talk about the seller cycle. There's a will that they discuss in the content. Let me get in here and let me share my screen with y'all real quick. Hold on one second. There we go. All right, hopefully y'all can see my screen. Anyway, long story short, I asked y'all, posed the question around tracking and what y'all were using for tracking and to make sure that you actually have something that you're tracking basic calls, appointments set, held, and signed agreements because it's really hard to improve and develop if you don't have real numbers, right? So I want to make sure it had it up here. If anybody wants to hit this in the chat, these are the numbers that you need to track. How many contacts, what defines a lead, leads becoming appointments, appointments becoming listing contracts, contracts between sellers and buyers written that year, and then how many contacts you've actually closed. So that you can get real with the numbers and actually move the needle in your business. And these questions I think are really, really good as well. And I know we added this last week. I'm wondering if anybody actually took this and wrote their thoughts down. But the questions are, what do you enjoy about working with sellers? What are some challenges in working with sellers? What is your business goal for listings this year? And how will you know when you've achieved your goal? So these are great questions, foundational questions for y'all to use so that you can have some metrics in order to move the needle in your business and serve more sellers in this market. And so I want to talk about this because I think this is really good. He calls it the 7-step seller service cycle. And we talked a little bit about this in Value Square, but this is very much simplified in Win with Sellers. So we have lead conversion, right? So we've got to convert the lead. Then what is your pre-listing system? Do you have a pre-listing system? I'll talk a little bit more about that. You've got your listing consultation, right? And then after the listing consultation, you get a signed agreement, and then you're going to start servicing and marketing. And what's the system for that? And then you've got offers and negotiation. What's your system for that? And then you have contract to close, and then you have post-close system. Two things that I think I want to hit a little bit more on. Number one is pre-listing. Do you have a system that when you book an appointment, automatically you're sending a calendar invite to the seller and you are either dropping off a pre-listing packet or you're sending them an email with a pre-listing packet already in that Gmail, that calendar invite or whatever it may be. So pre-listing is setting the standard and the tone of the meeting. Most agents are not going to do a pre-listing packet. And so you're already setting yourself up at the very beginning to let them know that you are completely different than the majority of real estate agents out there. And some of y'all might ask, what is in a pre-listing packet? This is a great opportunity for y'all to put in your stats, right? So you save the average seller X amount in having to pay concessions, or you sell at 99% list price to sales price, which was a $300,000 house is saving you $3,000, right? And so how can you create specific stats so that you can tell your story before you ever walk in the door? And that's your differentiator, right? So understanding what your numbers are matters. Some of you that are new on the call are going to say, I don't have any numbers yet. No big deal. You need to get with the office. And we have a report that will show you, based on office numbers, our statistics, right? And so we can say, hey, we're outpacing the market here. We're outpacing the market against the local associations, right? And we've got some pretty positive numbers all across the board right now, and you'll need to use that to your advantage if you're new. But if you are not new and you've been in the business for a while, it'd be great for y'all to pull some statistics and then be able to put that in a pre-listing packet. I would also put in there in the pre-listing packet a seller questionnaire. I want to know, how much they've done to their house, what sold them on the house. You can put all of this into chat, y'all, and it'll give you a pre-listing questionnaire, so that you have it before walking in the door. So the goal is to gather information, set yourself up as the expert so that when you walk into that meeting, you're 90% there in terms of closing that relationship so that you could then start servicing and marketing their home. Any questions about that before I go to post close? Because I think there's a huge opportunity for post close. Anybody have any questions about pre-listing packets? Is anybody currently doing this? No one? Linda, is anybody commenting in the chat?
No, nobody's commenting in the chat.
Linda, did you have a pre-listing packet?
I do. I have, it's basically honestly almost the same like listing packet that I would leave with them at a listing appointment.
Yeah.
But I don't go through it line by line. That's something I just give them ahead of time. And then when I'm there, I just talk about the house and my process and that kind of thing. But I do have like my stats, Keller Williams stats, and kind of what I do for them that
Yeah, I
I
mean,
just kind of leave with them as a packet.
yeah, I mean, it could just be something like that's a one-page one-sheeter, right? And y'all could drop that package it really nicely and drop that off on their front doorstep because most people are not going to do that. So taking some time and going the extra mile, and that brings me to the next one that I don't think a lot of people have a system on is the post-close system, right? And so we typically like to live. We don't even love to live right here. We like to live right here. Like we love this space, right? We love the consultation. We want to get them signed and we want to get them to closing. And then all of a sudden we're off to the races instead of creating post-closing systems. So we talked about this at Citywide Mastermind based on a survey for consumers. Most consumers will say they love their agent, but there's a 70% gap of them actually hiring their agent again, to list or buy. And the reason because we don't have post-close systems. There's a huge opportunity for all of you to create a stronger relationship after the closing table. And what that looks like is, can you meet them when they move and give them, I said this at Citywide Mastermind, give them, order a pizza and get some cups and napkins and plates and show up when most people are not going to show up, right? I know Diane Peterson has some like handyman style stuff, like a hammer and nails, and she does like different things throughout the post-close process every week so that they know, hey, I'm your realtor for life. And I want to make sure you know that I'm not going to leave you high and dry after I walk away with a check, right? And then I also, just in terms of technology, this is a great opportunity for you to, when you drop off pizza, let them know, hey, we've got home appreciation, home equity reports. And if you're interested, I'll go ahead and set you up on that. And while I have you, we also have vendors, and I know that you're probably going to want to do some updates. So you might as well go ahead and log in, and I can give you access to reputable vendors that can help you paint, help you repair flooring, whatever it may be. But I think at the end of the day, what I'm trying to tell y'all is we like to live right here in this bubble of 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we're not living where we should be, and spending the time on, how are we creating a pre-listing experience and how are we creating a post-listing experience. And then I've skipped this slide, but I'm going to go back because I think this is really good. The fastest route to success is to follow a model. And a model is a top agent. So I would encourage y'all, if you say you're a $3 million producer, you may want to go find a $5 million producer and go have coffee or lunch with them and find out what they're doing and how they went from 3 million to 5 million. If you're an $8 million producer, it may be a good idea to connect with the $15 million producer, sit down with them and follow a model and follow the lead. So if there's a proven track record and you meet with them and you set up a similar system, you're going to be guaranteed for success. What are y'all hearing me say out of this? Somebody unmute yourself. Got a lot of energy this morning.
I have a question.
Oh, yep, go ahead. Question.
So going back to dropping off a pre-packet, I send what used to be my listing presentation I've put that in a format to email out. So when I get there, I'm not talking about myself. It's all about them. Are you saying that it shows extra if we actually go and drop it off instead of email, or
I
does
have,
it matter?
Deanna, I put it in a system that we just email.
Okay.
I do think if y'all have time, it does set a different standard. Like, think about it, y'all. When you get an email versus a handwritten note, which one is more impactful for you?
Oh, definitely the handwritten.
So, I mean, like John Maxwell is one of my favorite leaders, and he talks about getting out of the people pile. So, how can y'all get out of the people pile? And I mean, even just doing a handwritten note and telling them that it's in, their email. I know there's one luxury agent that will do a pre-listing packet in a beautiful box with a candle. So like it's up to y'all how you do it. Obviously, time and leverage matters. I would rather y'all do something, but instead of not doing anything, and then you can elevate the experience in the system and take it from there. But if you're already doing it, that's great. I do think that number one, most agents aren't doing it at all. And number two, how can you elevate the experience, Deanna, and putting that in a system? Does that make sense?
It does. Thanks.
Who else was about to say something? I thought somebody else had unmuted.
Oh, that was me. I was about to say, when you asked what did we hear you say, I heard you say find a model and basically duplicate them. And to piggyback off of that, like the Millionaire Real Estate book says too, then you tweak it after you see what works and what don't work. But go with that model who already got something working. And
Yes.
yeah,
Stop recreating the will,
right,
y'all.
right.
Right.
And
Set
go
up
to
a
your
system.
client. So that's what I get.
I love that. Yeah, go find a model, sit down with a model. Y'all, our company is a culture of collaboration. So go find somebody that's already doing it. I know we've got Patricia, the same thing applies for you on the lending side, right? Like, how do you create an elevated experience? You got to create the system first, but then how do y'all get yourselves out of the people pile? And I know this for a fact. If we have a 70% gap of a client rehiring us, we do not have good post-closing systems. That's a huge opportunity for y'all, right? So that's all I got for today. Tomorrow is all things AI. We are working. I'm doing a lot of discovery there with AI, and I'm going down a growth journey. I hope y'all are as well. But tomorrow's all things AI, and then we'll revisit and finalize Shift, because we are almost through creative financing for that. So y'all make it a good one today. Make it count. Linda, do I have a COTD today?
No, ma'am, nothing today.
Anything this week that we need to be aware of?
Team meeting obviously on Tuesday. We still have Ignite going today and Wednesday. Actually, sorry, we do have Ignite today at noon. And then dissect your listing and Mississippi contracts on Thursday. I believe Dawn is running at
What's the content for team meeting?
noon. Team meeting, I'm going to go through the hub, the Nova link turning into the
Awesome.
hub, and a few little tricks I found out Gobi could do.
What is Gobi?
Gobi is our AI that's in the back end of Go. Like, y'all, we're about to start really using the hub. Honestly, I'm going to be pointing you guys to the hub more than anything. The hub is what Novalink used to be, but now it actually is so user friendly, and you guys are going to love it. It has a lot of cool features. It connects to command. It's going to be able to do stuff that we couldn't even imagine. And I think it can do more than I can even teach you right now. I know it can. So it's pretty cool. It's going to be doing stuff in your business for you. And it's really exciting. So you guys show up to team meeting so that we can learn together.
AI.
It's really your assistant. Yeah.
Yeah, your AI agent, your AI assistant. So no longer, if y'all can't find, I don't know, a referral form, or if you can't find, what's something, Leslie, you and Linda get asked for a lot? Where do you access XYZ? Y'all can ask Gobi all of these things. We fed Gobi a ton of information, and now y'all have your own assistant that can help y'all navigate through all of our systems, tools, and offerings, right? So it doesn't feel so overwhelming.
It's going to talk. Yeah, it's going to, I mean, you can ask it about any Go products, anything Keller Williams, Millionaire Real Estate Agent, the one thing, Shift, has been uploaded. Your W-9 forms. Hey, what's license number, all the questions that you're like always searching for, your logos. It's all in one place because the AI is going to pull it for us. So it's pretty cool. And it talks to command. So it will actually do cool, like we're going to do it together and y'all are going to be able to learn it, but it's going to be able to, it has an API and command, meaning it can go in and open an opportunity for you. If you say, hey, open an opportunity on the buyer side for Sarah Layson, it's going to do it for you in command. And it'll tag your database and it'll send out email. It'll do everything for you. So pretty cool.
So
anyways, crazy, a lot of stuff it does.
Attend team meeting tomorrow if you want a rundown. It's probably going to be better if you can be in person. If you are not, I know some of the Oxford folks on the call, y'all can sit in and just do the Zoom. That way you got it. But hopefully y'all can, the rest of you can attend in person. That way you can ask questions while you're there in real time. So, all right, everybody, y'all make it a good one. Make it count. I appreciate you. Bye.
Bye.